We understand that you may want to experience for yourself the quality of our online sales training modules before you purchase them. So in a moment I'll show you an extract from one of the modules for you to look at. I'll also show you some examples of the test questions that you take after each module to ensure that you've fully understood and can use the key training points. If you're ready, let's take a look at what you get. The challenge for salespeople is that they have products and services which have features such as maintenance free. Whilst the features your product or services have are positive attributes, people are motivated to buy them not because of the features, but because of the benefits the features provide. Therefore, it is important to understand the difference between a feature and a benefit. A feature is an attribute and is therefore a fixed item, such as nationwide coverage. The advantage is what that feature does. In this example, nationwide coverage means that repairs can be carried out anywhere in the UK. The benefit is what the customer gains as a consequence of this advantage. In this case, it could mean saving time. Whilst a feature is a fixed item, the benefit gained will be dependent on the situation. For example, a new car might have a low fuel consumption. The advantage of this feature is that the car will be economical to run. The benefit will be dependent on the customer's driving habits. For a customer doing many miles a year, the savings will be large. But for someone doing very low mileage, the cost of purchasing a new car is unlikely to be offset by the small amount saved on fuel costs. As a salesperson, the more specific we can make the benefit to the customer's needs, the more effective our sales message will be. Many salespeople have a negative view of objections, and it is certainly true that some objections present a real challenge. However, in other cases, an objection can be viewed as a buying signal. For example, if a customer is objecting to the delivery timescales, it would indicate that he wants to buy the product. So let us first consider the background to objections. Objections may be true and valid, or false. A false objection may also be an imagined one due to a misunderstanding, or it could just be an excuse to persuade the salesperson to leave. Firstly, you need to determine whether the objection is true or false. A possible way to achieve this is by the use of questions, such as, "Is this the only problem which we have to deal with?" Or, "Apart from that, are you satisfied with all other aspects?" If the objection is false, then the customer is likely to voice another objection, and you can be fairly certain that this is false as well. If they are being sincere, they may agree that this is their only doubt. It's often very difficult to determine whether a customer is being sincere or not. As a general guideline, when you can isolate a single major objection, then there is a good chance that it is a true one. The objection may be only imagined, based on a lack of knowledge or on a misunderstanding. If you find that this is the case, then correct the situation. However, be careful not to make the customer feel stupid. If a false objection is not the result of a misunderstanding, but appears to be just an excuse for not agreeing to your proposal, then it may be masking a true objection, which for some reason the customer doesn't want to admit. You should keep trying to uncover the underlying real and true objection. A true objection may be quite valid. For example, the customer may object that your delivery is rather long, and this could be the truth. In this situation, you admit the disadvantage and outweigh it with benefits. For example, our delivery may be a little longer than other suppliers, however you will be saving a considerable amount on your total spend. If possible, try to minimise the effects of any factual disadvantages. If your price is £100 and your competitor is offering their product at £90, then you might say, "Our prices are certainly not the lowest. However, the extra £10 amounts to only a few pence a week over the life of the unit, and for this small extra cost we are able to minimise potential downtime, which we agreed is running into thousands each month." A good model to refer to when considering your likely true objections is the customer criteria quality, quantity, price, delivery, service model. Say, for example, you have excellent quality and great service, but you're not the cheapest price. Then the customer will likely object that you're too expensive. If, on the other hand, your prices are low and you have a quick delivery, they may be concerned about the quality, and so on. It is also worth noting that part of the aim of the steps of the sales process is to try to minimize the chances of encountering true objections in the first place. For example, if your competitors are cheaper than you, a likely objection will be price. Therefore, as this is predictable, it should be planned for and ideally minimized during the stages of the sales process. You may achieve this through identifying the implication of the benefits you can provide to their business, and therefore building the importance of choosing a supplier that can provide the biggest possible impact rather than simply the cheapest solution. This is an example of a test question. In this example, you're asked to identify whether the various items are features or benefits by dragging each item in turn to the correct answer. When you've matched all the items, you click the Submit button to check whether you've answered correctly. If your answer is not correct, then the tutor provides an explanation and the correct answers for you to study. Here is another example of a test question. In this example, you are asked to select the correct response to a particular sales situation from a number of possible options. When you submit your answer, the virtual tutor explains whether you are correct or not, and provides you with an explanation of the reasons why a particular response is either correct or incorrect. In addition to the virtual tutor-led training session and the test questions and answers, you also get a personalised certificate that you can print off to demonstrate you've completed the module. There's also a skill development exercise for you to download. This has been designed to help you apply the learning from the module to your actual job, and so further develop your sales skills. We also provide you with training support via a dedicated email, so you can contact us with any questions you have. So you really do get value for money from each online sales training module you purchase. Purchasing our online training modules couldn't be easier. Simply complete the order form on our website. You can also choose your preferred method of payment, either bank transfer, cheque, or credit and debit card. Once payment has been processed, you will receive an email with your unique access code and a link so you can access the modules you have purchased. If you have any queries, please contact our customer service team on 01608 644 144, or visit our website and use the Ask a Question form, or send us an email to info@spearhead-training.co.uk.